This is the Awesome Life Podcast.
I'm awesome! Team Awesome!
Awesome Life Podcast,
right.
episode 107. I'm Mr. Phoenix.
Here with Chili, and who do we got today?
Geoff Kelly.
Jeff
Yeah.
Kelly.
Having me, man.
Welcome, man.
Appreciate you guys having me.
Definitely.
How did we meet him?
Bro, I just remember I was at work, and he was like, I need your help getting this couch. I was like, all right, word. And that's basically, I mean, long story short, just picking up, he was selling a couch, and we needed one for this couch actually right here.
You can
Right?
barely
That
see
bad
it.
boy
Yeah.
right there.
That is a heavy-ass
It's a
couch.
heavy-ass couch.
I then needed Lydian to help me. Lydian is a gigantic human being.
He is.
It's swole, and, I mean, he had trouble, too. I had more trouble than he did. But it was a bitch.
I remember when that was in the truck, and I was in the back. I was afraid. I was afraid that bitch was going to go.
Bro, the
Oh,
way
and
you guys had it loaded in there, I was like, oh, that's coming out.
Yeah, we did not have it secured properly.
And if that had gone, someone was getting taken out. And yeah.
Yeah, fuck
we,
that.
we would have had to just kept
absolutely
going.
fuck that.
Yeah, but y'all made it.
Yeah,
It's
we
down here.
did. We
Yeah.
did. So where are you from, Jeff?
Yeah, so I'm from Aurora, Colorado.
Aurora.
Colorado. Hey, Coach, stand up.
Yeah.
And then been down here in Colorado Springs for about 9 years. 9 years now.
Word.
You like it here?
I do. I never thought I'd be in Colorado Springs growing up.
Really?
I always had a great aunt that lived in Trinidad, way down south.
That's
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 way
that's
down there.
completely.
down there.
You know what I could say about Colorado Springs is it's like the biggest small town you'll ever
Yeah.
like.
Yeah,
you
dude.
get a small town feel, but there's a million people here.
Correct.
So
Yeah.
You know, someone you know everyone.
it's
You,
crazy.
You moved out of the spot that we picked this up from, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was living right downtown.
That was
and
a baller spot.
That
it was
was.
sick. It was sick. We lived there for a little over a year.
When you say we, you and your
Yeah, my lady.
like
Not together anymore.
okay,
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
not together
Wait,
anymore.
wait.
Say, hey,
Time.
ladies, he's single and ready to mingle.
Hey, taking my time. Taking my time.
It's
doing my thing.
it's a perfect time to be single because like now you don't got to pay for Christmas presents. You know,
See.
I'm not
Yeah.
a cheapskate or anything, but like that's you know,
It's just saving
The
money.
pros of it.
Just
right?
saving
Pros
money.
of it.
yeah, just make sure you don't get in a relationship until after Valentine's Day.
See, these are the things you got to think about.
Right.
Yeah,
These things You got to
absolutely.
think about.
But yeah,
Word.
before we get into what you do, you're from Aurora. Is it? So you got people in Aurora?
Yep.
Is it as bad as everyone's saying with all the gang shit, or is
Hell
that
no.
blown out of proportion?
Oh, what is
The
it?
Venezuelans?
Immigrants. Yeah.
Venezuelans.
It's one bad apartment complex, but yet it's everybody.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. And it's funny, too, because my dad runs like an anti-gang nonprofit up there. So like he's
Yeah.
in that world.
Okay.
And when I first saw it come out, I hit him up. I hit my mom. I was like, hey, like,
Yeah.
you guys good? Like, what's going on? And they're like, Jeff, it's not like
It's not that bad.
it's nothing. It's
It's
nothing.
not. It doesn't need.
It's not
It doesn't.
like every
It
other
doesn't garner.
apartment complex.
It doesn't
No.
garner national news.
No.
Okay.
No. Like I said, I've been up there. I go up there once a week and I drive around. I'm like, oh, let me see what's
Yeah.
going on.
See if they're really crashing stuff out
Yeah,
there.
it's not bad at all.
All right. So what do you do, Jeff?
Yeah, so a couple things, right? Main job, I run a financial planning practice.
Okay.
Help people just save some money, try to be real with people.
Okay.
So that's been fun. Been doing that for about 4 years now. Then I coach high school basketball.
Oh,
Coach high
shit.
school
Where
basketball.
at?
Mesa Ridge.
Okay.
Grizzlies. Hey, Grizzlies stand up.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Is it varsity?
varsity.
Nice.
Varsity, yeah. So this will be my third season with them.
You like coaching?
I do. These kids stress me out
I
sometimes,
bet.
but no,
do I
it's
ever,
a good
do
time.
I ever get out of line?
Yes.
Yeah.
They just got a different attention span.
So you're probably mid-season, huh? Or
Yeah, we're 6 games in,
okay. How's the
16.
team doing?
5-1 so far.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right.
All right.
What Mesa Ridge is that 4A?
5A.
5A. Okay.
Yeah, so 5A.
A lot of competition.
Yeah, it's different from seeing it from the playing side of it, right? But it's a whole different ball game. But it's been fun. Coach with some other good guys, and for the most part, like the kids are good and they listen and do what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
You know, so
Do you have any players that are like you're like this kid's going to the
Next
NBA?
LeBron.
I wish.
You got Wemby? You got the
Hey.
next Wemby?
If we had the next Wemby, man, I probably wouldn't be talking here with you guys. I'm like, hey, get him out of class. We're going to work.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
No, we got a couple guys that can play a little bit. Nobody like big, nobody that passes the eye test.
okay.
But they can hoop a little bit.
All right.
Okay.
A little bit.
Can anyone dunk?
We got a couple guys that
Guys,
yeah.
okay. Word.
Then they think they can dunk. They can dunk in practice. I call them like practice dunkers, right?
Yeah,
Practice,
yeah.
they look great.
Sure.
They get a fast break in the game. I'm like, oh, here we go.
You get nervous. It's just
Yeah,
lay
you
it
get
up.
Nervous, lay it up. Yeah,
True.
leg gives out on you.
Right.
Favorite basketball player?
Kawhi.
Kawhi.
Ooh,
Kawhi.
The
okay.
claw.
Yeah.
I'm a fun guy. The claw. I mean, when he's healthy and locked in, he's one of the best players in the world.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and what I appreciate about him, because I've loved him since he was with the Spurs, right, is that
Okay.
he just doesn't do anything. Like, he's just there. He's out there to hoop, and then he's going home,
Yeah.
you know, and that's pretty much it. Where
Doesn't
I'm
cause
like,
any drama.
But he's a
Doesn't-
fun guy.
He's a fun guy.
Uh,
Hey,
uh,
he would be fun to hang out with. Tell me, like, if you had the opportunity to
I know
hang
he's
out
a
with him,
nerd. I know he probably watches anime. I'm sure he's like,
I'm telling you, bro.
he's a geek. You could probably geek out with him.
Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, he'd be fun to hang out with.
Yo, I remember this one clip. Eric Spoelstra, I'm a Heat fan, obviously. He was like, I was standing right next to Kawhi, and I swear he wasn't breathing. like that, like he's a machine.
Yeah.
Like he, dude, his cardio top notch. One of the best two-way two-way players we've ever had.
Yeah.
He just unfortunately can't stay healthy.
Yeah. That's the biggest thing, right? And I'm like, hey,
He's like the anti-LeBron. Like he doesn't, he can't stay on the court. You know, but both very good for different reasons. But like, if Kawhi had LeBron's like health, I mean, what could Kawhi do? You know, what couldn't he do?
So you like Hawaii? Who's your favorite team, though?
the Nuggets.
Okay, good.
Oh, got to be the Nuggets.
Hell
Yeah, I mean,
Also,
that's not
Go
a,
Nuggets.
right. It's
They-
easy to say that now.
They got he's get,
Oh, yeah.
that's his corner, not
Yeah.
the UM part. He's got the Chiefs and whatnot.
Chiefs,
I'm
Who got
all,
the Chiefs.
Yeah.
he's a
Oh,
Did
Chiefs.
yeah.
you?
Oh, yeah.
Get the heck out.
My dad's
Yeah,
from Kansas City.
yeah.
Oh, my dad's from Kansas City.
I assume you're a Broncos fan, though.
Of course.
Man.
Of course.
Hey,
Come on
hey,
now.
at least they have something to cheer about this year.
Watch out, man. Hey, that last game of the season, we might mess around and see the Chiefs in the playoffs.
They might.
But Bo Nichols, I knew he was going to be solid.
Bo
I didn't
Nickel?
know Bo Nickel. Sorry, I said Nichols.
Bo Nickel, that's the MMA guy.
Yeah, I know. Bo Nix. Bo Nix. Yeah, Bo Nickel. Bo Nix. I knew he was going to be solid because he was a very, very old, rookie player. You know, he's got a lot of experience. He was mature already. You know, he's not some 21-year-old kid that you're like, all right, here's the keys to the franchise. I just didn't know he was going to be playing this good.
Yeah.
He's playing solid. It's their defense, though, that's really – I mean, Nick Bonito had a pick six. That shit pissed me off. I'm like, pass back and forth, and then he just jumps it.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Honestly, I hope you guys take out Buffalo.
See, me too.
Take out Buffalo.
Yeah, I hate Buffalo.
Wild card round, and then you can come to Kansas City. That's
I'm telling you, if we take out Buffalo, you guys will not hear the end of it. We're going to the Super Bowl. We're winning the Super Bowl. If we beat
I
Buffalo.
don't know about that.
I'm telling you,
I don't know
man.
about
It's a
that.
done
It's,
deal.
it's about matchups. I personally think y'all should have won that last game. That block kick is crazy.
Yeah.
That's how many of those happen a year?
I mean, they happen. No,
I said how many happen a year? Like 5, 6?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Depends on the year, I guess.
Yeah.
It is crazy.
It is not. It's not a high statistic.
Because I'll give it to the Broncos. They outplayed the Chiefs basically in every facet of that game, except for special teams when it
Yeah.
mattered. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you look at that video too, right? Like that whole left side of the line was just like,
dude,
bro, like I thought it was a video
that
game.
that
and they just
particular
glitched.
guard was getting bullied all game, and then they put 2 guys on him and then got the block. So
Yeah.
crazy stuff. But how long you been a financial advisor for?
Yeah, about 4 years.
4 years.
About
Okay.
4 years. Yeah, again, never thought I'd be doing this, right? I always knew I liked finance and numbers and everything. And then, yeah, kind of just got into it after I finished my master's program. And I was like, might as well do it. There ain't no whole bunch of people that look like me doing it. So let
Sure.
me go out here and do it. You know,
Oh, yeah.
it's been
And,
fun.
and how old are you?
27.
27.
Word.
And you
27.
got it in 23.
Yep.
That's
You know,
that's pretty early, you know, to go and try to tell. You're typically probably targeting people from 40 to 70, maybe 30 to 70.
Yeah.
With money.
Yep.
And convincing them, some young light skinned kid,
Yep.
I have the same. I had the same problem. I used to design and sell swimming pools in Florida, and it's a cash business.
Mhm.
Like you got to convince someone that you're going to put a hole in their backyard for 6 months, and you got to pay me 40 grand
Yeah.
cash. It
you
was
can't
hard.
finance that.
You can. The people who can finance it won't finance it.
Okay.
They can afford it cash.
Sure.
So like it's tough. That's a high pressure sales gig. That's tough. I like the design part.
Yeah.
Like I did 3D renderings. That was awesome. But
So how much of that was the actual sales piece of it, and how much was a design?
so
piece of
we get a lead, right?
Mhm.
I call the lead. I set up an appointment to go to their house. I show them like a brochure. I show them what I can do with the computer, and then I take pictures of their backyard. I ask them, are they looking for a modular pool, like a or modern looking pool, like rectangular, or are they looking for something more, with curves and I draw it out, and then then I go set. You don't sell on the first appointment. You sell on the second appointment. So you schedule them to come to the showroom. They come to the showroom. I have a 3D rendering. There's like kids in the pool. There's dogs in the backyard.
yeah.
I take their survey and I build their house. I even take pictures of their house so I know how many windows. Like, it was legit, and then I sell it. Yeah,
Man, okay.
it's pretty cool. The part I didn't like was the dealing with the engineer
Mhm.
and dealing with the city, like the inspectors and the permitting, and hated that part. That should have been a completely different department. I shouldn't have to be the one to follow up with those things, and that's why I got burnt out from that.
I don't
Sure.
blame you. Yeah.
What was the commission like on that?
Fuck.
Expose them.
So I got 7% commission.
The total sale or the profit?
Of the total sale.
Hmm.
Yeah. So pool sold for 30 grand. I get 7%. So not only that, I would get, this is where it gets kind of greedy.
Yeah.
I got 50% of overage. So if that pool should sell for $30,000 and I sell it for $35,000,
Yeah,
I get 2,500
Yeah.
plus my 7% on the whole thing. Plus, when I left there, I was like a sales manager. I had 3 people under me that I got $300 overrides on every one of their deals. Plus, they were lazy and didn't like doing designs. So I did all their designs. So I got paid $150 per design, and I made templates. So all I did was just take
Copy and paste.
pretty much.
Damn.
I obviously I made the house. They take the pictures. They give me the survey. So I'm basically just inserting the house into some pre-made pools and designs I already have.
What up, Angelo?
Yeah, so
That's a trip, man.
super easy setup. But yeah, that's what I did. Okay, what does a day in the life in your profession look like?
Talking to people.
Going to podcasts middle of the
Going
day.
to podcast middle of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I get to make my own schedule, which is great. But yeah, typically I'm meeting with 4 to 5 clients or prospective clients throughout the day and just learning more about what they got going on, what their goals are, where we're going. And again, like I that's my favorite part, right? Is actually talking to people, getting to know people, diving deeper with those things. The rest of the day, other 3-4 hours, is obviously planning, right? Putting the puzzle pieces together, reaching out to referrals, new people, new leads. But again,
where do you get your leads from? Is it like
what website or?
No, that's frankly my business is all referral based. So
Okay.
my current clients,
gotcha.
my friends from back in the day, they'll be like, Geoff, you got to talk to these people. I'm like, all right, bet. Let me call them really quick. And again, I prefer doing it that way. I get to pick and choose who I get to work with.
Sure.
Right. So
mainly people who just like struggle with saving money, or
no. So yes, like again, being younger, it's nice to be able to relate to those people a little bit more because I think a lot of people have been there.
Absolutely.
My favorite thing and where we could do the most for people is when it comes to like tax efficiencies. We talk about like, hey, you're making good money, you're doing good things, you're 30 years old. Like, what do we do? Like, what puzzle pieces can we put in? And that's where it becomes more of like a puzzle for me. I'm like, hey, what can we utilize for you? Because again, at the end of the day, I'm really competitive. I love games. So I'm like, hey, how do we win this game for this client to make sure we're good?
That's a good way to do it.
For sure.
So like my my question for you would be like, I don't know how to explain it, but exactly, but are you targeting like people that just have money and don't know what to do with it? Is that what you're is that what you're targeting? Or like,
Yeah.
because there's people that have maybe 50 grand in the bank, maybe 100 grand in the bank, and just don't know how to manage that money to make them money.
Yeah.
They just put it in their little int savings account and make
Right.
0.25%.
If they're lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yes, like obviously like those are the best people we could help, right? Because they're starting with a clean slate. And they're like, I just don't know.
Mhm.
And I know I don't know. Right. So we can come in and be like, okay, well, here are the things we can utilize. This is how it works. There are a lot of clients we have that do know a lot and they're doing some things. And they're just like, hey, what else? Like, how does this all fit together? The ones that I don't love working with are the do-it-yourselfers. We go and we break down everything, and they're like, Geoff, I got it. Like, I'm going to do what I do, and it's going to be fantastic no matter what you say.
He would hate me.
See, there you go. And I'm like,
So my buddy, he owns a third of a wealth management company, Agora, and he sat down with me back. This was like 2017, 2018. I had like a 420 credit score, down bad, owed like $40,000, $48,000 in credit card debt, and I played basketball with him, and that's how we met. And then he's like, "Let me help you out. Let me set something up for you." And we sat down. He did a whole spreadsheet for me with all my debt, like an Excel spreadsheet, and he came up with this plan. I didn't do his plan. But what he did, and he's a good friend of mine, we hung out Friday, and I also did business with him after the fact.
Yeah.
And we also did event planning together too. We were business partners for some stuff. But what it taught me was I needed a plan.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm 800 credit score, got over 150K in available credit. I went from owing 48,000 to having over 150,000. So
man,
there you go.
And that's it. That's hats off to you. Right?
Yeah. So he definitely helped me out, and I did do business with him for a little while. Damn, everyone's blowing up my phone today.
That time, middle of the day,
midday. That's what it is. Yeah. But yeah, he helped me out a lot, and I'm very thankful for that. But yeah, so that's what a day in your life looks like.
What's and would you say just helping people succeed is the most rewarding part, or I guess why do you keep doing it besides obviously making money yourself?
Yeah, besides making money, right? That's always great. No, I think you hit it right. It's after you meet with someone, and again, being like a sports guy myself, I always ask for feedback from my clients. I'm like, hey, what did you like? What did you not like? What can I do better? And getting those genuine responses and be like, hey, Geoff, like actually, we didn't think this was possible. But, like, thank you. Like, you helped us. Again, that's more common, like what I see, which is great and keeps me going.
Mm-hmm.
Another big thing we do is like defensive planning, right? And again, like I'm not a huge insurance person for everything. There was one life insurance claim we had to pay out, and this young kid, 26, passed away. And we had to pay out like a life insurance claim for his family, his wife and a young kid. And I was like, again, being young myself, I was like, I'm never going to do this. It's not going to happen anytime soon. But like seeing that, right? And obviously it was a sad time for them, but being able to kind of just be there and be a shoulder for them to, crying. And obviously money doesn't make everything better.
Correct.
But like, that family didn't have to worry about anything financially for the next long while.
Yeah,
that is a beautiful thing. I have another friend, Earl, my boy Earl. He also sells financial products similar to what you do, life insurance policies, annuities. Right now, his big thing is helping people set up trusts.
Mm-hmm.
Do you do that as well?
Yep.
Yeah. The way to hide your taxes.
See.
Yeah, the stuff they'll never teach you in school. Never.
How to hide your taxes.
Hey, and that's what I tell people all the time. I'm not going to ever tell you to never pay taxes and evade your taxes, but if you could play the game.
Yeah, everyone else is playing the game. Why can't you play the game?
Play the game.
100%.
Yeah. Like I feel financial literacy should be a class in high school.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, who cares about all this extra math that will like very rarely have I used any of the math that I was taught. Actually, I just haven't.
You remember when they were like, "You're not always going to have a calculator on you." Well,
Yeah,
psych,
right.
they were wrong.
We always it does way more. I got ChatGPT, you can do anything I wanted to do.
On any answer you need.
Yeah. So it's I think financial literacy should be a thing. Teaching people credit,
Yeah.
Yeah, and how to build credit too.
Yep.
credit hacks,
Yeah.
authorized user hack, like dude,
That's a big
simple
one. That's a
things,
big
right?
one.
Yeah. And it's not hard,
yeah,
right? It's just knowing what's out there.
out there.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too, because again, we talk about teaching it to, high schools. I think that's where it starts, but again, like there's a lot of these kids' parents out there that don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If their kids go home and they're like, oh, we learned about this today, are the parents going to be willing to listen and be like, oh,
Maybe not.
and that's the
You
thing.
know?
It's like, hey, how do we continue to spread that awareness?
So this is how I discovered it.
Mhm.
So I work in car sales, and I still have bad credit at the time. I pulled this kid's credit, right? 18 years old, 760 credit score.
Mhm.
And then I know how to read a credit file. Like, usually you could have a good score and be young, but you typically don't have much history.
Mm-hmm.
This motherfucker was an authorized user on 3 cards older than himself. And I'm like, well, I didn't know it was authorized user. It shows that he has a credit line from before he was born. I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is this? And then I looked into it. I was like, oh shit, you can do that. And I said that to my manager, and my manager's like, he's like, I would do that for you. I'm like, word? I'm like, I don't want the card. You keep the card. Like,
Yeah.
Just
Put me on there.
he
Yeah.
put me on there, and he put me on one of his oldest cards, almost as old as me. And my score shot up like 60 points, 70 points within like a month or two, and I bought a house. And then it's all been good. But I've been paying it forward, because now that I have good credit, I've been helping out my friends and family.
Yeah.
They don't get the card, but they get my history. So
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as you don't fuck them over.
yeah. Nah, it's all it's all good. I don't keep balances on my
balances
credit
600
card.
credit score down to
If I don't got the money, I don't spend it on card.
Yep.
I spend it on card just for the points, and that's it. I get 6% back from Amex on groceries,
Yeah.
this on gas, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. It's just habits, right?
Yeah.
Like that's what it comes down to, right? It's just habits and what you're used to doing.
Yeah, definitely. What is the hardest part about your industry?
Getting people to
Say
listen
yes.
and say
Oh,
yes. Yeah. No, and I think the hard part about the financial services industry in general, right, is like social media is a thing.
Yeah.
Right? And there's so many finance gurus out there
That you can just go on YouTube and
go on YouTube, go on TikTok, go on Twitter, like whatever, and be like, hey, I saw this. I think I know everything about this. This person that's saying it is a professional.
it's kind of like personal trainers now. They're suffering because they can go to a YouTube channel, learn everything they
Have
need to
do
know,
it
see it,
themselves. Yeah.
and pay nothing.
Yeah, pay nothing.
Yeah.
Pay nothing. So I think that's the hardest thing, right? And again, that's where we go back. Like, not everyone's a client, right?
Yeah.
Because again, if that's kind of where you see value, then it's like, hey, cool, go do your thing.
You're essentially building relationships in hopes that maybe you don't sell this guy, but maybe his friend, or
Yeah. Again, the referrals is
the impression. You got to leave a lasting impression.
Yeah.
The hardest part about, like, in our industry is like you spend and you have a similar situation, but we'll spend 12 hours at the dealership and sell no cars and make $0.
Yeah,
and then
correct.
we might go the next day and do the same thing, and the next day.
Mhm.
Luckily, I'm pretty good at it, so I don't have too much of that problem until recently.
Mm.
It's been a bad month for me.
happens. What up,
Yeah.
Jessica?
But yeah, that's the tough part where you're just betting on yourself. But I like betting on myself. I like
Payoff.
commission sales.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. Like, I'm not a betting man, right? Like, I am not lucky at all. But to your point, it's like, if I know what I can do,
Yeah,
I'd much rather go do
you're
it.
believing it. If you're an athlete, clearly, you want that final shot.
That's
yeah,
it.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
Hey, exactly.
So I'm not a very good shooter, but in the clutch, I have a really good really good game winner percentage shooting
Shoot.
from
Okay.
deep.
Just throw it up there and
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
going in.
it's just a
Bonnets.
confidence, bro.
See?
I'll pull up. I'll pull up.
I love it.
That's
That's what you need. Hey,
Yeah.
and every team needs that.
Yeah. So what hobbies you got? Oh, that's your turn. My
That's
bad.
all good. Just keep
Hey,
going.
you gonna let him do that?
Yeah,
bro?
I just-
Nah,
I mean, again, it's an outline. Anyone can ask.
Yeah.
nah, I'm just playing. No, hobbies, again, like a lot of it is basketball related, right? So
Yeah.
coaching, I'll play in a couple leagues here and there.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like I'm getting old, my knees hurt, so I don't do it as much anymore.
Oh, I just want you to know it gets worse.
Dude, don't
I
say
tore
that.
I tore my MCL like 2.5 years ago, and it's been an ongoing. Well, I never got it repaired, but
yeah.
it's been an ongoing thing. So I haven't played ball. Actually, I played football in May, and I injured it again, and I think I'm
That's
done.
it.
I
You
think I'm
gotta,
done.
you gotta hang him up.
It's either that or I'm gonna go get surgery. So
Oh,
We'll see. 'Cause,
Yeah.
yeah, I did my ACL. I had 3 knee surgeries in college, and
jeez.
yeah, but now like I'll go play, but I'm doing it strictly for cardio.
Sure.
Like, I don't got to
Just
prove
stay in
anything to
shape.
anyone. Yeah, just go stay in shape a little bit.
we're gonna move this around since we're talking about you playing sports. So you played high school and college ball.
Right. Yeah.
Where at?
So I played high school up in Aurora. I went to Regis,
Okay.
played up there for a couple of years, and then played here in town at UCCS.
What
Oh,
position?
nice.
So I started as a shooting guard,
Okay.
and then I tore my ACL my sophomore year and had 2 more knee surgeries like within that
Yeah.
next year. I wasn't moving well after that.
Yeah.
So I moved to the
Damn.
power forward.
How tall are you?
6'5",
6'5". Okay.
6'6" with the hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, that's why I keep it. But yeah, that was my thing, man. Go
Yo,
out
what
there
up,
and,
Shane?
Hoop a little bit and have fun with it, and get through school.
Yeah.
Get through school
Hell
and,
yeah.
get back to it.
UCCS. Do you know David Gebetto?
I do know David.
Okay. Yeah. It's
yeah,
one of
I
my
know
buddies
David.
as well.
Yeah, David's a trip, man.
Yeah.
If he
Is
sees this,
he a hooper?
Yeah.
yeah, David
Yeah.
can play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could play. Yeah, crazy athletic. Crazy
He is,
athletic for
yeah.
no reason. I'm like, all right.
You know Eric Seelig?
I don't think I know Eric.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
No, it's all good.
No.
He says he's the truth at balling. Eric does. He's actually going to be on.
He is good. Don't get me wrong. He's good.
Should
but
we
he's
pull
not-
up? Should we pull up the clip?
Oh,
Should-
no,
should-
not when he's
should-
not here. That's dirty. In high school, he got crossed up by this one dude, and he
went viral.
Never heard the end of it.
It went
Oh,
viral.
It went viral. Hey, was he playing good defense at least? Like, was he? Or he was just.
I guess. It was just messed up because he was it was a home game. It was at TCA, and everyone who knew him and was rooting for TCA went wild, just cheering, went crazy when he got crossed up.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the guy made the shot too. So
I'll tell you what I've never had happen to me. I've never been dunked on. Never been dunked on. I played with plenty of people who can dunk.
Yep.
I'll foul you before I let you dunk on me, bro.
Bro, I remember on the cruise. Granted, I guess it was a 9-foot.
No, that was 10 foot.
That was
That
10 foot.
That was those kids.
I could not.
Those kids
believe-
was hooping.
Yeah, they were hooping.
They
They were
was-
doing reverse oops. Like I just.
Yo, no, check this out. I'll tell this story real quick.
Yeah.
So, I'm injured. I was
Yeah.
dealing with tendonitis, so I was like, you know what? I'm a fucking ball today. I'm a little drunk too.
And this is on a
Cruise
cruise.
ship. On a cruise
Yeah.
ship. And I'm like, I'm gonna go play with these kids. I get out there. I get picked up. I'm on the white team. There's like 4 white boys and me. Actually, one of the dudes might have been Hispanic.
Mhm.
And then we got a bunch of athletic black dudes on the other team. I'm like, bro, we're gonna get fucking
We're cooked.
worked. Yo, these white boys
Bro,
was
they
doing
had hops.
doing
Really?
I
oops,
couldn't-
like off the backboard, fucking
Windmill shit.
Yeah, like crazy hops. I mean, they were tall. They're like 6 foot, 6'1", but I wasn't thinking they were gonna jump out the
Yeah.
gym. Like
Yo.
these are like 17, 18-year-old kids, and they're balling. And my defense was on point, son. And
Yep.
I didn't have the game winner. I had 2 points before the game winner, and I stopped the guy who was going to have the go-ahead win,
Yeah.
and then we won.
It's,
So
it's hard to shoot on a cruise
cruise
ship.
ship. It is.
I can
Because
It's,
it's moving.
It's-
and,
it's weird, and it's just a weird setup. And I was drunk.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Throw it off a little bit.
I was
Yeah.
talking hellish shit
Of course.
to the people that I was guarding. Those people were cool. They dapped us up all the
Yeah.
time, and I was like, nah, bro, you ain't scoring up. Bro, I pride myself in defense.
Yep.
As long as you're not two things. If you're filthy disgusting at dribbles and can shoot, I can't do
Yeah,
nothing
it's
with
a
that.
done
I
deal.
can't do
Yep.
nothing with that.
Yeah.
It like people faster than me, I can guard them because I can anticipate if they're not like super wet from like deep.
Yeah.
But if
Hey, well, that's all I always say. I'm like, hey, if you're just hitting tough shots and
Yeah.
you're just nice, I got to tip my hat to you.
yeah,
Like, you got it.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
got it.
Great offense will beat great defense
But
most of the time.
I typically like guarding people like that play post.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like to. I
In
mean,
the paint.
I'm dense.
See, can't move you. Can't move you.
I'm dense. Yeah,
That's
you know.
it.
But anyways, we'll keep it going. Bucket list items.
Bucket list items, man. I'm a big traveler, right? So obviously loving sports and loving traveling. Like I do want to go and see some like bigger sporting events at some point.
Okay.
So I do want to get to the Olympics at some point.
That'd be dope.
I want to go to like a World Cup game.
That's-
in a different
that's-
company or a country at some point. But any of those like just those sporting events where the fans are
Super
like
Bowl,
the
World
Super
Cup.
Bowl,
Yeah.
like they're going. Yeah, I think that would just be a crazy experience.
You went to a Stanley Cup final, right? With the
I
Avalanche.
did, yeah.
Shoot.
The Avs. Oh my! And that was game one where they walked it off in overtime.
Oh,
That was
gosh.
crazy,
Hockey
crazy.
fans are crazy.
Oh
as
yeah,
it is.
absolutely. Yeah, that place just blew up. Everyone, like, gosh, that was an experience. That was.
I gotta get the Panthers up here. You know, we're now world champions. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah, I gotta find a spot.
They
for
are.
it.
They are.
Yeah, you know.
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I think that's
That's a dope bucket list.
Yeah.
you know, it's being able to go see the world, do some different things, and watch some
Oh,
sports.
I think going to the Olympics would be such a cool experience. You got so many different things to see.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it in Los Angeles
Next,
coming up?
yes,
Yeah.
2028.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should try to make sure we're there.
You know, Denver had the opportunity to host the Olympics once upon a time and declined.
Decline. Why?
Declined.
Because they would have had to build the facility
Well,
and
There's a lot that goes into it. A lot of cities don't make money when they host the Olympics, believe it or not.
for real.
Yeah,
I think Denver would have made money. I think they would take that right now.
probably. Again,
Yeah.
I think this is back in early 2000s or
Yeah,
something
no,
like that.
Colorado's hot now.
Yeah.
yeah.
Colorado's
Everyone
hot.
wants to be here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
skiing. It's a beautiful place. You ready?
Oh, yeah, word. Let's do it. You have now entered the chill zone. All right, so I know since you don't know about it, basically the chill zone is me, your boy Chili. I go over people, places, things, events, whatever it is that need to chill the hell out. Or, God, I don't even know how to phrase this one. But on this week's episode, we have Lily Phillips. Now, are you familiar with Lily Phillips?
I'm not familiar with Lily.
Alrighty. Well, I wasn't either until about a week ago. So basically, she's a OnlyFans model, or she's a porn star essentially, and she went viral because she slept with 100 dudes
In
in
14
the
hours.
same day,
14 hours.
which is crazy. Again, apparently no
She-
protection.
meat sleeve.
Like this shit's crazy, and shame on all those guys. I mean, what do you even think if you're the 100th dude at that point?
Right.
So
Shame
check this
on
out.
that.
Check
Shame
this
on
out.
all of it.
Check this out. This isn't like some like agency, like a porn agency that's orchestrating this with male talents. You
Yeah.
know, getting the 100 male talents. This is her trying to get anyone and everyone to get involved to make
Fans,
to
randoms.
make it happen. And then it is confirmed that only about a third of the people had their STD, like valid STD,
clean.
like showed up with that.
you don't know.
But they all raw dogged her.
That's so crazy.
Not not only that, she's trying to go for 1,000
That's
in a day.
the
That's her
record's like
next-
1,000?
yeah.
that's her next.
The record is 919. So what are they gonna just like 2 pumps out?
I
yeah,
don't even know. I
that's-
don't even really
That's
want to
crazy.
know. But I don't know. I hope she changes her mind because I mean I don't know. It's just kind of sad, honestly.
Well, she got backlash for doing this,
Of
and then
course.
she, from my understanding, she took it really hard. She
Yeah.
took it really hard. She took it like she went into depression or whatnot over it. But like, what the fuck did you expect? And then you got all these people on Twitter defending her. Like, no, you signed up for this shit.
Yeah.
That is a heinous act.
Right.
Yeah,
And you probably got paid handsomely for said act.
absolutely. Yeah, I see a lot of people being like, "Well, what about all the guys? They deserve shame too." I'm like, I absolutely agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
100%.
The 100th guy for sure.
Yeah.
Anyone, the first 10, whatever. The rest of them, it's a wrap, bro.
I don't know, bro. That's still so. It's just nasty. I'm like, at that point, you're sitting in that room just waiting.
I got a question.
Let's hear it.
Have you done any financial planning for an OnlyFans or stripper? Any sex worker?
No, they're not actual clients. We've met before. We've had conversations, and I got referred to this person, and they're like, yeah, they're just a model.
Okay.
We started talking, and again, nobody said OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Right? And she started talking, and I was like, oh, I think she's an OnlyFans model. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to ask her, right? She's making good money, but she works from home, and she's a model, and
Kind of pieced it together.
yeah, put it together. I was like, okay, well,
we sold a car to one of those models. We sold him a Raptor R.
oh wow,
Yeah.
She was bringing in like $90K a month. And her husband was bringing in $80,000 a month just doing influencing, like selling like marketing products on IG.
really?
Yeah. She's
That's
not even
crazy.
that bad. She's not even that bad. But she makes $90K a year.
Yep.
Just
I mean $90K a
90K
month. $90K a month.
Paid
It's
50
insane.
over for a Raptor R. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
we'll
it
take
was
it,
nothing.
man.
Okay.
Like it was
That's
nothing.
2 months and you got it paid off.
I want to say if you're making $90K a month, you might as well.
Yeah. Why finance that?
Right. That's
makes
crazy.
no sense.
I might mess around and go sell some feet pics or something at that point.
Yeah. Bro, you ever see that meme where it's like the Joker putting on the clown stuff?
Yes.
And this is how you feel when you know that like there's an OnlyFans star like Sophie Rain, 43
Is that
million,
More
43
than
million.
NBA players.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they showed Saquon, Derrick Henry, I think it was what Travis Kelce and one other player combined didn't make what Sophie Rain made, and she
Yeah.
doesn't even get railed on her OnlyFans.
No.
She's a virgin.
Yeah.
She's a
Crazy.
virgin.
That's
Crazy.
insane.
Crazy shit.
But you know what? Like, I have beef with the women, kind of, but I have more beef with the men that are
participate.
facilitating.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I
How are you going
agree.
to pay people money to talk to you?
Right.
Like,
Like how down
That
bad
just,
you have to
that
be.
just shows how many lonely dudes are out there.
There's a lot, man.
just go out and talk to somebody.
Yeah,
Like,
like, be normal.
yeah, have a beer and just say hi to somebody. Like,
Gosh.
yeah. But anyways, we'll keep it going. Favorite travel destination, all time.
All time. Probably somewhere out in France. I went to Nice in France.
Okay.
So that's probably up there. Nice was a cool spot. And the people out there were just great. Like
Yeah.
Paris people,
Kind of
great.
dicks.
Yeah, but they were dicks.
Yeah.
They were like,
Don't they not
Americans.
like Americans?
yeah, these Americans, they were trying to get us to tip all this extra money and scam us and everything. But went out to Nice and that was cool.
Yeah.
They were cool out there. So yeah, I definitely go back there for sure. Yeah, definitely go back there for sure. And I just got into snowboarding last year.
Okay.
Okay.
With your bad knees, you snowboarding.
Yeah.
You
Well, that's why I
wild.
picked snowboarding because I was like, I'm not skiing. I'm tearing another ACL.
Oh
on my
yeah,
ski.
yeah. I've heard that you're more likely to tear something skiing than
Yeah,
I can
snowboarding.
see that.
Snowboarding, you'll still mess yourself
You
up.
still got to be
Yeah.
You'll
careful.
still mess yourself
I know
up,
a lot
for
of
sure.
people who've broken their
Broken arms, shoulders, yeah.
concussions.
Yep. And at
all
this
the
point,
above.
I'll live with those rather
Yeah.
than another knee thing.
I get you.
But yeah, like those ski towns are cool too. I'll go hang out.
I
at
love
ski towns, man.
Breck, bro.
Breckenridge.
Breckenridge is my shit.
Yeah,
I was just there a couple weeks ago, or last weekend. Yeah, I
Mhm.
was in Breckenridge.
it's
Good
a good time, man. It's a good time.
Great time.
So what's your favorite food all time?
Favorite food all time.
There's a lot of options.
Yeah, there's a lot of options. I think the default's gonna be my mom's red beans and rice.
Okay.
Now I say that, and I'm probably gonna get some hate for this next one. Village Inn chocolate chip pancakes.
Village
Village
Inn.
Inn.
Chocolate chip
I didn't
pancakes.
even know Village Inn was still
Yeah, it's still
an
saying it's
establishment.
still on Woodman.
Yep.
Is it?
Yeah, there's a
Okay.
couple of them out here.
Yeah.
chocolate chick. Okay.
You know,
That's
Fair
your
enough.
favorite food of
Yep.
all time.
and it's more of a meal. I think it's a sentimental thing for me.
And that's
Nostalgic.
Nostalgic.
important. That's
You
important.
know, like you give me a ham and cheese omelet with some chocolate chip pancakes and country potatoes, throw an Arnold Palmer in there. Oh, bro, that's a done deal. I could live off of
Yeah,
that.
there you go.
Makes you feel like 2010 again, huh?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
That's it, man.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, so you obviously watch sports,
Mhm.
and we've already gone through this. We know what your teams are. So you got the Broncos,
Nuggets, Broncos.
So
Colorado teams, I assume.
Yep.
Yeah.
favorite moment from either any, you could do both. Denver Bronco moment. You could do Nuggets.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be the Nuggets winning the championship.
Okay,
Right? Just being a
sweet.
basketball guy,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
watching that.
Against the Heat.
Yeah, fuck
There you go. There you go. Right? Throw it in there.
We were so outmatched. It's
It
just,
wasn't close.
yeah,
It wasn't close.
You took game 2 in Denver though, for what it's worth.
just not a. That's the worst matchup. The year before, when you're going to disagree with this, but when Jimmy Butler missed that 3 to win the game in Game 7 against the Celtics,
Yep.
I think we had a better shot of beating Golden State than we did the Nuggets, just off pure matchups, just personnel. We were guard heavy,
Yeah.
and we got no answer for Joker, bro.
Nobody does.
Yeah.
And then on top of no answer for him, your fucking small forward 6'10", like Michael Porter is so
6'7",
long.
I think.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
He's
Is he-
6'10".
He's
Like Porter's 6'10"?
10,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, geez.
yeah.
Yeah, he's like basically he's KD. He's like poor
Sure.
man's KD.
Yeah.
Light skinned KD. Yeah.
Yeah. Very
Yeah.
poor man's case.
Yeah. When he's hot, bro,
Yeah.
he
But
can,
like,
he's inconsistent.
he's inconsistent. And that goes a long way. Right? Like,
Yeah.
that goes a long way.
Aaron Gordon is legit, bro.
He's
Like,
legit.
yeah, he's like, he gives you the intangible shit, the stuff that doesn't show up on the stat sheet.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's important. I think he's more important than Porter.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
So.
I think KCP is important too. That was
KCP
a hard loss
It
to.
was.
Yeah.
Jamal Murray's got to get his head out of his ass to
Yeah.
if you guys are gonna go anywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he can be pretty.
Because Joker's gonna
inconsistent.
do Joker things.
Mhm.
Yeah. He's going to
Yeah.
be great. We'll see. Like, Russ has been surprising me.
Yeah.
Like, he's been
He's
surprising
solid.
me.
If
Yeah.
the Lakers or the Heat are eliminated, I will root for the Nuggets just surely off the fact that I want Russ to get one.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
Yeah. I'm a big Russ fan. Like, I know he gets some hate, man, but he's a good dude.
Of the new age hoopers,
Mhm.
who do you like? Who's your guy?
How new age are we talking about? Yeah,
Like,
don't even answer.
I
It's
could
Anthony
give you
Edwards.
I can give you
It's Anthony Edwards.
Okay.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Anthony Edwards for me.
he damn, I should have said Anthony Edwards, but no, I'm gonna
still
go with Shy.
salty
I'm
at
gonna go
him.
with Shy.
Yeah,
Shay.
yeah.
That dude
he's
is
great.
a hooper.
Again,
He
surprised
is.
me. He's
Yeah.
a hooper. I was
Yeah.
about to, you get LA Clippers, Shay.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. Like, he's solid,
Yeah.
but he's not.
But he needed to develop.
He needed
That's
to
fair.
develop. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
He's hooping.
Yeah.
I'm still pissed at Anthony Edwards for sending the Nuggets home
Yeah.
last year.
That dude
And then
dude
talking
is
and
legit.
then waving at the fans and shit. I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck this guy.
Yeah. Dude is hilarious, though, bro.
Yeah, he's a savage.
He's a savage. And what? He's 22, 23, something
Yeah,
like
He's
that.
super young.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, he could play. He could play, man.
Yeah.
You got the next one?
Alrighty. So we're doing our awesome life locks. So locks, more like anyway.
Babies.
Yeah. So basically, we have a little bet going on. We pick a NFL bet once a week, and the rules are basically it has to be
Even odds
even
are better.
odds or better. So typically, it's like -110 or anywhere in the pluses.
Okay.
And we're both 5-7. I started off strong, kind of gone on a slid. So yeah, it's kind of hard to say it's a lock when you're 5-7. But so awesome life locks. This week I got Isaiah Pacheco anytime touchdown score +135.
Okay. I got Miami Dolphins money line against San Francisco. No, not money line, sorry. +1.
+1.
-112.
All right.
There you go.
We'll see.
That's my lock. Do you
We
bet
will
at all?
No. Like, I play pick'em. So, like,
Okay.
that's my form of betting.
Mm.
Okay.
Because, like, I'll do my other bets, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not winning.
I'm doing terrible
I'm
this
not
year.
winning. It's not
I
good.
thought I was gonna go have the momentum of last year. Because I bet heavily on my team,
Mhm.
and my team was doing so well. Just like not last year, but the year before that, the Miami Heat playoffs,
Mhm.
I fucking killed it because we fucking smashed Milwaukee. I was picking them money line almost every game.
Yeah.
I picked against Boston, against the Knicks. Like I was just killing it, and I thought I could do the same thing
That's the
again.
tough
Yeah,
thing
there you
when
go.
you let your bias get in between. I do the same thing.
I would
Yeah.
Tyreek every time I was a touchdown.
Yeah.
Tyreek, Raheem Mostert, bundled that up.
Yeah.
It was like
It's a done deal.
automatic.
Yeah.
I know you still got nightmares after that 70
I was
burger.
not gonna bring it up.
70
I was
burger
not
we
gonna
put
bring
on
it
your
up.
head.
That's rough. They could have done 73, set the record too.
Should've.
Yeah, I know. They're like, oh, we didn't want to be like disrespectful, bro.
You already dropped 70.
It's 70-20,
Yeah.
right? Like,
That's
golly, you might as well at that point.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
you know?
That's rough. That's a rough way
All right,
to
so
go.
Yeah.
it's on.
Bad.
It is on me. I gotta remove some of these things. If it'll go, oh, there we go.
What?
Yo, this is the Watch with Mr. Phoenix. Just to let you know, Geoff, this is a segment where we talk about rumors, gossip, anything big in pop culture, entertainment, sports, whatever. And we're going to talk about this has been a reoccurring theme here because there's layers to this. Like if the Diddy case wasn't if it was an object, it would be an onion because there's layers to it. And the layer that we've just peeled back is the Jay-Z layer. I'm a big Jay-Z fan, and I'm like, nah, they can't get Jay-Z too. And I don't think he's gonna got on this. Jay-Z's too legit. But I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. But obviously I hope he wasn't involved with anything with some young girl. And ultimately, if there was something happened to this young girl, hopefully justice comes of it for that.
Definitely.
She's not a young girl no more, but it's a disgusting.
So, is there
act.
any legal action being brought against him, or
So
is
it's
it
a civil suit right now. So
okay.
so why wouldn't you do a criminal suit instead of a civil suit?
Yeah,
Right.
Unless it was a money grab.
Exactly. Well,
Right.
most of the time, civil suits happen because there's not enough evidence for a legal suit. Most of the time, not always saying that, but
Yeah. So according to Jay-Z's legal team, there's not a damn thing that they got. Not a damn thing. It's just just imagine it's just like at work. It's just like at work. Someone could say, Bailey could say, Chris grabbed my ass, but you didn't do it. But you might get fired.
sure, it's hearsay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a weird example.
I had to do you. I wasn't going to do me.
Well, there's 3 other Chris's, but yeah, weird example. there.
Okay. Yeah. It doesn't have to be you. So I just grabbed somebody. All right. My bad. So it's just I think his legal team's on it, and I don't think he gets completely ingrained in this whole thing. But I'm sure Jay-Z knew of some heinous acts that were
Yeah.
A lot of them had to have known
all those Hollywood parties.
I was
They
gonna say,
did-
everything going on out there, like
the freak
dude,
offs.
right? Like, how do you not know?
Yeah, they knew.
I don't know.
Crazy shit.
Is there a someone you're a fan of that you're worried that might be next?
To be honest with you, no, because I don't know who would even be involved. Like I feel like I'm a huge Kid Cudi fan.
Bro.
You know, I was looking at him.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, damn,
Kid
I don't
Cudi,
think so.
Kid Cudi changed my life. So
Dude, hey, he's up there, man.
I
He's up there.
didn't smoke
What
weed
about-
or do shrooms until I met Kid Cudi.
See,
What
There
about
you go.
LeBron?
What about it?
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, if he's involved,
Yeah.
that would
No,
would suck.
That'd be devastating.
That'd be devastating. I'd be because he has such a clean track
He
record.
really does.
Yeah.
Like-
But then there's that line where he's like, "Ain't no party like a Diddy party," and you're like, "Oh no!"
But the main stuff happened on the after parties for Diddy, and it's
Sure.
like confirmed. Like that's
no,
there's there's the Diddy party, and then there's the
Correct.
few select
Yeah.
people get invited to the Diddy party.
See,
The Diddler.
and again, before like that, the clip of LeBron saying that's been out for forever. It's just now aging poorly
Yeah.
because of everything coming up. So Yeah.
But that's the thing. Like LeBron, to your point, LeBron has never being a young kid coming
Yeah.
into the league, never anything.
So are you a LeBron hater?
No, I love LeBron.
Okay, cool.
I love
cool.
LeBron,
Yeah.
man. Goat.
Yeah,
Goat.
dog.
Hey,
Goat
That's
Jay.
it. Hey, that's it.
I'm gonna get the goat mask. I'm gonna have to do this. Pull the Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah, dog. Bro, he's the best, the most complete basketball player we've ever had.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, and he's still 39 and just doing it.
balling, about
Right.
to be 40
Got to be 40
in a couple days.
Yeah,
Think he's what, the 30th or the 31st?
yeah,
Something like
something
that.
like that.
I
Yeah.
thought it was New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
It's right around
Yeah.
then.
Yeah. Damn, he has the
Ridiculous.
same birthday as Lydiana. That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Happy early birthday, Lydiana.
yeah, it's my daughter. Yeah.
Tender
Yeah.
tendencies.
Yeah.
That's the next one on the list. Do you
This-
have a
yeah.
particular experience? It doesn't have to be from someone off of Tinder or a dating app, but any dating experience that went crazy or notable or
No, so my thing when it comes to dating is like I'm a bigger person. Like I stand out. So like when I go on dates, I try to go to places where like nobody's gonna know me. Right. So
Okay.
like I can try to just be low key and actually be on the date.
yeah.
But you haven't had like a bad dating experience?
No. Like nothing crazy. Cause like there's been dates I've gone on where I was like, hey, that's it. Like I'm not going on a
Is it
second date.
one and done?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a one and done.
Yeah.
Right. But there hasn't even been anything crazy. Cause really, I don't take stuff seriously enough to like let it bother me. So if someone's acting weird, I'm gonna just like,
Bounce.
yeah, I'm gonna balance or I'm gonna make them feel like kind of awkward.
Okay. So, but all right, that's fine. But what is your best date you ever had? You don't have to mention the lady's name.
Yeah. Best date I ever had. I'm a
Where did you go?
big food guy.
Okay, me too.
So again, this was kind of when I moved down here to Springs. I've been here a couple years. We went to a place called Pepper Tree.
Oh, I love pepper
Pepper
tree.
tree?
Oh, baller.
And that was my first time actually like going out
Doing
to
fine.
see a steak like
Steakhouse.
cooked right in front of
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, this is cool.
Shoot,
So
that
yeah,
place
we-
is
it
legit.
was it was a real deal. And I think just the experience there, I was like, oh,
Did you do the
cool.
tableside Caesar salad?
yep.
Best
Yeah, we
Caesar
did the
salad
whole
I
thing,
ever.
bro.
Did you do the bananas Foster at the end?
Yep. Did the whole yeah. That whole thing.
Fire.
That whole thing. I was like, I don't even
Fire.
know if I like this person, but like the food was good.
experience,
So like,
yeah.
hey, keep taking me, keep recommending these different places. And
Yo, it was like a movie when I went. This was like 4 years ago. It was Valentine's Day,
Mhm.
and we were sitting near the window,
Mhm.
and it's snowing. Snow's coming down, and then there's fucking deer outside, just chilling, and then they start fighting. It was like it was cool, man. The steak was on point. I got the Chilean sea bass. We did the Caesar, and then we did the bananas Foster. Yeah.
It was a real deal. Like I said, I like doing experiences like that, but I hadn't done that before, and I was like, okay, this is cool. This is cool.
Yeah. Definitely. Next question. Actually, oh yeah. Well, I think I know your answer already. Your favorite artist and what's their best work?
Yeah, Kid Cudi, Man
Best
on the Moon
song.
2.
Oh, man.
That's the best album. Like I'll play that on repeat.
Yo, dude, this is like my little brother right here, bro. I promise you. Like most people are like Man on Moon 1 superior to Man on Moon 2. Absolutely not.
Nope.
It is on a whole dog. The journey that you go on in Man on the Moon 2 is like
From start
way
to finish.
way more epic, and he's more polished.
Yeah.
He's got his confidence. In the Cud was good too.
Yep.
I liked In the Cud. And Man on the Moon 3 was a good album, a good
It was
project.
good.
Yeah, it
It was
just
good.
wasn't Man on the Moon 2.
Yeah, it wasn't Man on the Moon 2. Kids See Ghost, like I like that too.
Not long enough.
Yeah, not long enough. And there were a couple songs
7
where I was like,
songs. I can see it right there.
Yeah.
like those first,
No,
it was
that,
good, but
he's
Man on the Moon 2.
his music it just speaks to me.
Yeah.
Like I was in my like emo phase. I was actually listening to a lot of rock music at that time, like
Yep.
Fall Out Boy, Panic at the Disco, shit like that.
Yep.
But like it was like I got my rap fix and my emo fix at the same time listening to Kid Cudi, and his shit was just relatable. And like I hated on Kid Cudi when I first heard him because I heard Day and Night. I'm like, this isn't rap. The fuck is this shit? And then the very first time I heard Kid Cudi, I was like, there was 808s and Heartbreak. Welcome to Heartbreak, that song. I was like, featuring Kid Cudi. Who's Kid Cudi? Who's Kid Cudi? And I liked the song, but I was like, I didn't really think he was like a rapper or anything. And then my boy Nathan got me a CD. It burned me a CD. Yeah, that's burned me a CD of Man on the Moon 1, and he said, listen to this song, and it was soundtrack to my life. And I'm like, this shit's fire.
Yep, this is it.
This is it. That second verse to this day is still like boom. But then I went back and listened to all his stuff from the past. Sky Might Falls still might be my favorite song of his, even though I like the whole project of Men on the Moon 2 better. I also like the song. Is it called A Kid Named Cudi? The Kid Cudi anthem or the Man on the Moon anthem?
Yeah.
That's either that or Sky Might Fall are my favorite songs from him. But yeah, he's fantastic.
Fantastic. Yeah. Ghost is up there for me.
Oh yeah,
Ghost,
gotta get it through my thick. Yeah. I love that. See, that was back when he was Emil was doing his producing and on point. That those three songs, I think it's Trapped in My Mind. No, it's All Along, Ghost, and Trapped in My Mind. Those three, that sequence. Fire.
Yep.
I know you can't relate to this. You got to go back, bro. You got to go back.
I mean, I'm definitely familiar with Kid Cudi, but I can't say I've gone album by album.
But yeah, we'll keep it going.
Goat entrepreneur.
Who's your goat entrepreneur?
Goat entrepreneur. I got to keep it basketball wise. Shaq.
Okay.
Shaq's up there.
The big Aristotle.
Big Aristotle. Yeah. No, I mean, again, growing up and seeing Shaq play, obviously loved him like most dominant player ever.
Yeah.
Right.
You take 3 years of any player ever. Shaq has probably the best 3 years.
Yeah.
Ever. That dude was
just insane.
That one playoffs, he averaged almost 40 points and 20 rebounds a game. Crazy.
And you couldn't do anything.
Nothing.
Right? Like you literally
foul him. That's the only thing you could do.
Yeah, and he's still probably going to get N1.
Okay. So what other reasons other than Shaq? Like why Shaq?
Yeah.
So
I think the biggest thing that I always appreciated with Shaq, and the more I've learned about him, right, is yes, he does it for the money and to continue to grow and invest in everything. But again, utilizing some of that money to help those from again like where he came from and other ways to to improve other people's lives. Right. I think the most common example, right, is like with his shoes, right? Like he kept them cheap. Where he's like, okay, we'll keep the shoes cheap so people can go and buy them.
Yeah.
But again, even afterwards, like all the companies he's invested in,
all his business ventures, he's a DJ.
He's a DJ. Yeah. Well, and I think that's the thing too, right? Is like, not settling, right? And knowing like, hey, I've never been introduced to this thing before in my life, but like, let me go learn about it. Let me go learn about it and send it and see what happens.
He's a sheriff.
Is he a sheriff?
Something like that.
He
was it official?
He was an official Miami-Dade cop.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah. There you go. And that's it. You just put your mind to something.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Yo, tell your hoes to stop calling. Put that shit on do not put it on do not disturb.
It is, but it still be vibrating.
Yeah.
All right, we should be good now though.
Yeah. Okay. What do you got? Code entrepreneur.
Henry Ford.
Okay. Built Ford.
Partially because we work at a Ford dealership, and I mean he definitely paved the way as far as the automobile industry. The assembly line and just advancement in technology. So that's who I got.
That he had a quote. You could have any car you want as long as it's black. Because back in the day when they first came out with the automobile, it was every car was black.
Mm-hmm.
Mine is a little under the radar. You might know, but do either of you know who Junior Bridgman is?
I don't know.
Okay. Do you know? So he was an NBA player.
Mm-hmm.
He's the third richest player ever. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He only made a career earnings of like $350,000. He was not like a great player.
How long ago was this?
That's a long time ago. But Junior Bridgman is worth $600 million. You know what he did? He bought restaurants like Applebee's, Chili's.
I did see that.
And now, I don't know if he's still. I think he sold most of them now. He's done.
Yeah.
But I think he had over like 150 like franchises all over the country.
Wow.
Just raking in the dough. So to me, off the amount of money he made and was able to create that amount of money, I got to give it to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's optimal, man.
Yeah, that's a wild come up. Small loan of $350,000.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, that's my goat entrepreneur. All right, here we go. This one's tough. What one superhero's power would you take? But there's a catch. The catch is
Okay.
every villain from that you said universe isn't now in your universe. So I'll give you an example. You pick Tony Stark or you pick Thor. Now you got Thanos. You got all of Thor's enemies. You got Galactus. You got all that shit.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah. And Harry Potter doesn't count as a superhero?
Yeah, you
Can I-
can use,
can I
you
use
can
so?
use anime.
Yeah.
You can use
anime?
Yeah, you can use
Give me Sasuke.
Sasuke.
Give me Sasuke. And I'm yeah, because if I get Sasuke's powers, everyone else from their universe is here.
Yeah,
I like my odds.
you like your
I
odds.
like my odds.
Okay.
I'm good there. Or actually, let me back up. Fuck Sasuke. Give me Gara.
Gara.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me Gara. Gara's sick.
Okay.
I still like my odds.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm not gonna lie, I misread this question at first. I didn't know it was. I just thought it was superpower. So
I didn't give you that. I said there's a catch.
no, I get that, but I was just having like a specific superpower, not a superhero.
Yeah, superheroes
Yeah,
power.
No, it's kind of dangerous because it's Marvel. But I'm still gonna go. I'm gonna go with Deadpool because he's basically immortal. So
Okay.
you
Cool.
know,
You're just gonna keep getting
yeah.
killed, and all your people,
Yeah,
you can't even protect everybody,
well,
bro.
he doesn't seem
You
to
gotta-
mind.
It's all right. Keep going.
Okay, cool.
What would the superpower have been?
The recovery,
Just
Yeah,
regeneration
regeneration.
or
Like, you can't kill him.
immortality. I guess.
Immortality.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm torn. I'm absolutely torn by this, but I'm gonna have to go with Goku post Tournament of Power. So I got Ultra Instinct, and I'm gonna just ride with that. I thought about Superman because he's kind of OP.
I was thinking about that
Yeah.
too.
You know, you just
Yeah.
got to deal with Lex Luthor. And you wake up the next day and Elon's company was bought out by Lex Luthor, Lex Corp. You know, but yeah, I
True.
go Goku.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like it.
Yep.
It's a good question.
That is a good
It's a
question.
good question.
And I did not get that from anybody that was off the dome.
Okay, fair enough. All right, what's the most spontaneous thing you've ever done? Out of pocket, random,
Out
crazy.
of pocket, random.
or just
Uh,
impulsive?
Again, it goes back to snowboarding. Like I was driving through Breckenridge, and we were driving past Keystone, coming back from a trip. You're like, "Hey, do you want to go snowboard?" Never done it before in my life.
That's pretty random.
Never done it before in my life, and I said, "Yeah, fuck it, might as well."
Okay.
Just went and did that, and it was terrible. Worst thing I ever did in my life.
Bro,
Not
the,
fun.
fall
the
a bunch.
most
Yes.
demoralizing thing I ever done was snowboard.
Dude, terrible.
I couldn't stay up.
No, and everyone's, I went with some friends, and they were good at snowboarding,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Jeff, you're fine. You're an athlete. You'll be okay." Spent the whole day trying to figure it out, and then by the end of the first day, I was like, "Oh, I got it." They're like, "Jeff, we're gonna go down to the bottom. Like, we got to snowboard down." The trail they took me on was 3.5 miles. Took me like an hour and a half to get down. I was miserable, hated it, but
Oh, I was so bruised and beaten
Dude,
and
terrible.
sore and like, nah,
Damn.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm one and done on that. And I did skiing once, and I'm done on that too.
see,
Skiing, I could at least stay upright.
yeah,
Sure.
I just couldn't stop. I couldn't get the
the
concept.
pizza,
The
the
pizza,
French
French fry.
yeah.
It wasn't work. I was French frying. I couldn't pizza for shit. It just wasn't. It wasn't. I wasn't stopping.
Pizza for shit.
Yeah, I couldn't pizza for shit.
That's funny.
Best financial advice anyone's ever given you?
Pay yourself first. Pay yourself first. And I think my grandpa always told me that. And again, as a kid, I was like, I don't know what the heck that means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You start looking into it. I'm like, hey, everyone's got bills, but if you treat yourself like your most important bill, and like if you don't pay yourself, like you coming to beat down the door, it's going to be a problem.
Correct.
I like that.
That's
You're gonna be good.
kind of how my life changed. I started compartmentalizing everything, and I saved first, then I paid bills,
Mhm.
and after bills I invested, and after I invested, I splurged.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the order of operations.
Prioritizing it.
So automatically,
Oh, yeah.
a certain percentage of my check would go here,
Yeah.
here, 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 and here. But yeah, now I kind of just do whatever the fuck I want, and it's been working.
Yeah.
I still compartmentalize, but just I'm a little more flowy with it. I used to be like set at these different brackets, but
Well, that's the same thing. It's like, hey, as long as you get a good foundation and you understand it and you're intentional about it, great. Do what you need to do.
All right, let's keep it going. We're wrapping up. We're almost done. Chili.
All right. Who's your celebrity crush?
Salma Hayek.
Sheesh.
She's up there.
She.
I'm not familiar.
Oh my god.
Have you seen Grown Ups?
Grown Ups?
Yeah, with Adam Sandler.
I have. It's been a while.
Okay.
She's definitely
great.
up there.
She's great.
Yeah.
She's a beautiful woman, and she still looks good even today.
Still looks great today.
Yeah, she looks
great. And I think
what
she's
other
50-something.
movies?
I couldn't tell you. All I know is from Grown Ups.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I need
She's
to
in a
know.
lot of movies, and I don't know why I'm drawing a blank right now.
Okay.
But she's definitely you've seen her. You definitely heard.
I'm sure.
And she's also she's big into narration lately. She's been doing like voice acting for like Disney movies. She was a voice of a character in Eternals. But no, she's a beautiful woman. Prime Salma Hayek is up there.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah, she's up there.
All right, I got words of wisdom before we close out. I didn't have one prepared. I forgot to do that. You know, I do a lot of different things behind the scenes for this podcast. Oh, and Cafe Culture is out. Check it out. Subscribe. The test episode is out.
It's a good one. It's a good first episode.
But yeah, I kept going back and forth, but I'm gonna go with this one. How's it go? Control is temporary, influence is forever. Winston Churchill. So you can control somebody, but they're gonna either resent you. As soon as they get an opportunity to break free, they're gonna break free. But if you influence someone, that impact lasts forever. Where you show them the right way how to do something, and they want to do that something. You know, that you inspire somebody to do something, not force somebody to do something.
True. I like it.
It's funny you bring that up. I was just reading a book, Extreme Ownership, and it's literally just talked about that same thing about being a leader.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you actually lead people? Get them to
Lead
go,
by example.
you know,
You influence them.
that's huge.
Hell yeah.
So we're wrapping up. Do you have any plugs? You want people to reach you, or any closing statements? Anything you want to say?
Yeah, no, I appreciate you guys having me on, man.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, I mean, come check out a Mesa Ridge basketball game at some point. Go Grizzlies.
Okay.
But no, I mean, if you guys have any financial questions, obviously let me know. Always down to have a conversation around it. Other than that, dude, I'm just out here.
Awesome, man.
Go Nuggets. Go Broncos. Super Bowl champs.
Okay.
All right. Well, we gonna get out of here. Awesome Life Podcast, episode 107. I'm Mr. Phoenix.
You were chilling.
And we are out. See you next week. Or we having 2 episodes this week?
We'll
Maybe.
get back to you on that.
TBD. If it'll go.
And we're gonna grind to the sun up, sun up. All we wanna do is turn up, turn up. And we're gonna grind to the sun up, sun up. All we
And
wanna
that's a
do
wrap.
is turn up, turn up. And we're gonna grind to the